In this episode on YC Test Drive, we drive to Pole Pole. The tracks becomes more slippery. The Ford Everest XLT's four-wheel drive is tested. I drive a 115 horsepower speedboat on the Chobe River. Hi everyone, Cliff here for YC Test Drive. I'm at the village with the Ford Everest. So I've had a couple of activities with this car. Going around with it all the way to China, drove it around. Before I do a review, I'll do a full review of this car once I'm back in town in Unduku. But for now, a few places that I've been going to, seeing around places and so forth. It's quite a rainy season. The rain just stopped now, so it's quite wet. We're at home, so we are planning to leave from here to Pole Pole. From here to Pole Pole, I think it's about maybe close to 20 to 15 kilometers maybe from here. So I'm going to go with my uncle. We're going to go with my uncles here. Big Show, the man himself, he's there also. He's going, my uncle there, and my other cousin there, and then my other uncle there. So the four of us will be going with the Ford Everest. Hopefully we won't get stuck, but I hear it's been raining, so it's a bit wet here and there. But let's see, if we get stuck, it'll be very interesting. Let's go, let's keep going. As we leave Machava village for Kasika, Big Show is advising us about last night's rains. It seems there's more rain where we are going. I ask about this stream. Big Show just explains where this stream originates from. The area called Mbowe. So this is Mkololo. Usually it cuts off during floods. These are the first streams that goes into the Chobe that cuts off during flood times. This village is called Kasenu. Kasenu. Kabenukira. Yeah, Kabenukira, which is Kasenu. Another translation. This Mukololo is actually this. Is it the separation of Kabulabula and Kasika?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the separation. This is the border separating Kabulabula and Kasika. When we talk about the Conservancy and so forth. So this is Kasenu. My aunt is actually married in this. My cousin Shanchembere is concerned about how lush it is here and the dangers that it can cause accidents between cars. It's actually a valid point. I agree with him. And Big Show tells us about an incident where a head-on collision occurred in these caves between a Land Cruiser and another car. So one has to be careful and cautious in here. In spring season, lots of elephants crosses from the Chobe National Park. You wouldn't pass with a car in here. You are likely to bump into an elephant. During the elephant season, people don't pass in here. They use another route on the other side. It's much open and safe. Every time we pass around this area, I feel for the Everest gold paint here. It's very scratchy. These roads are very tight. As we head to Kasika, more and more rainwater on our tracks. The type of soil here is very sticky. It's from these termite houses. we enter Kasika area. Just ahead of us, there's a school. Unfortunately, today we are not going to pass through there. It's quite fun in a car to have a main chat, just discussing about different stories about this area. These are moments I enjoy during holidays, as we speculate that the gravel road might be passing here in future. Let's bar. But is enjoying. Let's bar. Go loco.
Giant and charging.
So this area is Kasika. Kasika is comprised with a couple of number of villages. There's a village right the village you see from a distance, that's where our immigration's crossing to Botswana is. Here in front where we are going is Someri. Here where we passed, this is the main Kasika. And then here there's a accommodation for the houseboats are basically there. That's the accommodation. So this is a conservancy as well, like just like Kabulabula. We actually passed some buffaloes at a distance. This is Kasika, the main village, because usually the villages they cut off from the main village. Everyone, when they want to become their own Induna, they shift from the village and then they go make their own village somewhere. Here in Kasika, there's a house that's built for the king of the Masubia tribe, my tribe. This is where he stays whenever he comes to visit here. Hopefully I can show it to you on our way back. This village is so married. I have one of my aunties who's married in here as well. That's so married, but people are enjoying the new year. People are enjoying the new year. So amazing. Surprisingly enough, these people, they only have street lights and electricity passes on top of them, but they do not have lights to their houses. It passes on top of them, which is something we got surprised last time when we found out. Una so meruna. Okay. Big Show seems to be concerned about these electric poles and how skewed they are becoming. He says during flood time these might fall down. I should say I enjoy driving in these small tracks. Being at home is always fun. We are always on the move, driving around, visiting small villages. Some villages are small. Some are just meant for looking after the fields or cattle post. As we move towards the Chobe River, it seems where we are heading, it's going to be even more weight. In these roads, the comfort is quite different. These roads are different from gravel roads. They are quite smooth. Seems like it's getting more muddy where we are heading. It's good to see that some other people were cultivating a number of fields where people planted some maize, like the one on our left. Hopefully they will have some harvest. Just before we left, the XLT was being washed by my young cousins, and I promised them not to make it more dirty again. So at this point, I'm trying to avoid going in areas where there are lots of water. And as I try to avoid this area, the Ford XLT slides. The four-wheel drive kicks in. The traction control pulls the car. It's good to see. And it's fun driving in here. The river you see ahead is the Chobe River. And across the river, there's the Chobe National Park, where Kasani, small town in Botswana, is. And as we head in these areas, I just realized I did not engage some other mods.
This says snow, mud and grassy mode, so put it in that mode. Probably maybe put it in spots where it just gives a little bit of high waves. Let's see.
It appears as if there's been a number of cars that has passed here going to Pole Pole. The road seems to be messed up a bit. Here, there's no struggle for the Ford Everest. There's an island just across the Chobe River, this area around here. We call it the Kasika Island on the Namibian side. We had disputes between the Namibian government and the Botswana government. In my previous video, I've spoken about this island. In Botswana, they call it Sidudu Island. And it is a historical island. If you want to see or learn more about it, watch one of my previous village trip videos. Passing through these reeds, this is a sign that we are close to Pole Pole. It looks like these cars that passed earlier here, they messed up these roads big time. Here, cars without four-wheel drive, I think they will struggle in these areas. With the Everest, more water is just washing the tires. This area has a lot of reeds. This is where people collect some reeds to make some, what we call isasa. These are traditional mats. And Pole Pole area seems to have a lot of reeds. These reeds, they also use them to build our yards, what we call ilapa. As we are arriving at Pole Pole, only to be surprised to see the amount of cars around here, the amount of people that came here.
These are the cars that have been messing up the road.
Just got at Pole Pole and I found my uncle bought a 115 horsepower. So I've never driven this one. I've driven the other one that I... No, we cannot drive fast.
Can't drive fast.
We can't drive fast, we are just cruising.
Yes,
The little one seems to be very excited and they want me to drive fast.
So we are on the Chobe River, a boat cruise. Lovely place.
awesome.
Awesome.
Absolutely, they are
I so want to unleash the power of this beast. But the problem is I have quite a number of little ones on the boat. And none of them has some life jackets. So I have to be very cautious. This 115 horsepower is really quick. I wish I was driving alone here.
Right?
Yeah, let's go.
I would have pushed it to the maximum.
No.
But every once in a while I have to slow
Let's
down.
go on until the vanilla.
It's exciting driving a speedboat, I should say. And as we head back, everyone still wants to be on the boat ride. But it's time to head back because we have to go back to the village again. Just as I felt like this is a relief heading back, this happens. It seems like the water is shallow here. I'm not sure what's happening at the moment. And everyone is nervous in the speedboat. Someone on the shore is shouting, saying, I must lift up the engine. It seems the engine is touching the ground. Water is not too deep.
Sail up.
As I try to figure out what's happening with the engine, the little ones are quite shocked and nervous. To my relief, just after lifting up the engine, the boat was able to move forward. That was nerve-wracking for my people.
That was scary.
From Botswana coming at Pole Pole, seems like things are busy here. Things are happening in Pole Pole. Big Show is also at Pole Pole. The man himself. Number of cars.
This is a lively place. If you want to enjoy your time during December holidays, come to Pole Pole and come have fun here. As we head back, the sun sets. And we try to push on to make sure that we get home on time. It has proved that the Everest will not get stuck. Just does it effortlessly. Really taking it with ease. I'm very impressed with this car. Its four-wheel drive is really quite good. Next time on YC Test Drive.
This is the toughest situation that the Everest finds itself.
The car is sitting on its belly and the wheels are rotating.
Okay.
We dig some worm as we go and fish.
Justin is the second one from Alex. See how big it is.
A number of hippos on our fishing spot. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment and share. I will see you next time. Goodbye.